In this video we are going to know that how to find the inverse of a function. Basically we can write a function in different forms. That is, we can write function in sets form, and we also write a function in graphical form, but right now we are discussing the function in algebraic form. Here we have a given function. The name of the function is f, and this function is based on variable x, and basically this is the function 2 minus 3x. Function is 2 minus 3x, and the name of this function is f, and the variable x is used in it, so that's why we write x over here. Okay, so we can write this function, this f function of x, we can write it like this: f of x is equal to 2 minus 3x. And we know that you have studied in graph that we can write, normally we can write this like this: y is equal to 2 minus 3x. So when you draw a graph, you will get, you often have an equation like this, in which you put some values of x and you get some values of y. In the same way, we have written this f of x is here y, and then this y is also equal to this 2 minus 3x. And remember, some of the students, they think that this f is multiplying with x. It is not correct. Basically this is just a symbol. This symbol shows that the function is f, and this function has variable x. So this is just a symbol. It is not that f is multiplying with x. Okay, so this function f of x is basically, this is the function 2 minus 3x, and we have written this f of x y is equal to 2 minus 3x. And you know that in graph that you put some values of x here and then you get some values of y in the table. Therefore this x is also called input variable, and this y is also called output variable. So you input some numbers, whatever you like, and you get from this function some outputs. Hence we can say that this x is input variable and this y is output variable. And remember, right now we are finding the inverse of the function. Inverse means the opposite. So therefore here in this function, this input will become output and this output will become input. Therefore this y will become x and x will become y. Now from here what we have to do, we have to make this y the subject now. So I have shifted this 2 over here. This 2 is plus here, because it is plus 2, it is adding with variable 3y. So it is, so I will shift here, it will become minus 2 here. And the next what we have to do, this minus 3 is multiplying with this y variable. So when we shift it over on the other side, it will be in the denominator now. So we have to divide minus 3 on the both sides of the equation. And after simplification, this become y is equal to x minus 2 over minus 3. Now you know that you have used y here. This y is equal to this one. But if you go in the start of the question, the y is also equal to 2 minus 3x. So we have two different y's. This y is equal to this one and this y is equal to this one. But this, the y in the beginning, it was equal, this was the simple function. So here this y is inverse, this y represents the inverse of this function. So to show the clarity or to remove the ambiguity, so we will convert this y in this symbol. Basically this y is, basically it is inverse. So to represent this y, we have shown this y as this f inverse of x. The rest is same here. So remember, at the end, show this y in this form. And don't forget, because this function is f here, so it is also f inverse. If this function is g here, so this will be g inverse. So don't make confusion. Sometimes the student, what they do, the function, the name is g here, they write it f inverse here. So be careful about while solving the question on inverse.